Hello everyone, this is the Skeptical Jellybean from the jar. Today I thought I'd make a video about the importance of sound epistemology. This video is a little bit heavier than most of my other videos, so feel free to watch another video if you aren't comfortable with discussions that involve death. Let's go ahead and get into it. I like to do what's best for people. I like to help them. Even sometimes if it hurts them a little bit in the moment, as long as it helps them more in the long run, it's worth it. It's like putting rubbing alcohol on a cut or a scrape. Yeah, it hurts a little bit, but it's nothing compared to an infection or sepsis. I'm sure that you agree. Helping people in general is a good thing. What are some things that I can do that would help other people? I can donate money to cancer research. Lots of people suffer from cancer and the labs need money to research new cancer treatments. Medical research is expensive, and I could help alleviate some of that cost with a donation. I could also donate non-perishable food items to a homeless shelter or a food bank. I grew up pretty poor, so I know what food insecurity is like. It sucks to only have condiments and eggs in the fridge because your family can't really afford to go shopping at that moment. In general, when we help people, it's to alleviate suffering. Donating to cancer research, donating food to homeless shelters or food banks, and things like that are great ways to help alleviate suffering, or to prevent unnecessary suffering. We want to do what's best for a person's well-being. I don't think that there are many people who would disagree with that. The only people who would try to hurt others are evil people, right? Maybe not. Imagine for a moment that there's a religion called Thanatism. Thanatists believe that the only way to avoid eternal suffering is to be murdered by another person, or to have killed at least 10 people themselves. If at least one of these requirements is met, then the person lives in a paradise forever. Or until they decide that they no longer want to exist, because I guess existence might eventually get boring. It's okay to cause temporary pain by putting rubbing alcohol on a cut or scrape, as long as it's for a good cause, like to prevent an infection or sepsis. As long as it's to prevent long-term suffering, right? How much more right would it be then to kill someone as painlessly as possible so that they avoid eternal suffering, especially considering that they could die any day without having met the requirements to avoid that suffering? That's the position in which we would find ourselves if Thanatism were actually true. You may be thinking that this is crazy and irrational, but the thing is, you would probably be wrong. If Thanatism is actually true, then the right thing to do is to kill as many people as you can. After 10, you've saved yourself, so you may as well help as many people as you can who don't believe. If Thanatism is true, then this is in fact the best thing to do. After all, you're saving people from eternal suffering. Thanatists who kill other people would be good people, not evil people, because they care enough to help people avoid eternal suffering and to send them to an eternal paradise. Of course, Thanatism is a fiction and no one actually kills people because they think that it's the best thing for them. Right? Consider Andrea Yates. She drowned her 5 children so that they wouldn't go to hell because she believed that she had been such a bad mother that her kids would be sent to hell if she didn't kill them. She killed them so that they would avoid eternal suffering. In a weird, twisted way, she killed her kids out of love, to protect them. If what she believed were actually true, then she did the best possible thing for her children, just like the Thanatists would. It's sad, but a few minutes of pain from drowning is nothing compared to the eternity of torment that she believed her children would experience if she didn't do what she did. She's not necessarily an evil person. She was just wrong about what she believed. If you're Christian, you might say that God probably wouldn't let one bad mother's parenting send 5 kids to hell. And that might be a decent argument. Maybe Andrea Yates should have thought of that. She didn't, though. Her internal model of reality, whether you're a Christian like Andrea Yates was or not, was incorrect. She didn't see the world accurately. That's what caused her to murder her children. That's what caused her to think that that was the best thing for them. That's why it's so important that we make sure we have a reliable way to get to truth and to test the things that we believe. We need to have our internal model of reality match the actual reality that we experience as closely as possible. That means that we need to believe as many true things and as few false things as possible. To make sure we have true beliefs, we need to make sure we have a good, reliable, testable way to be convinced of things. If you hold a lot of false beliefs, then you may end up harming the people that you care about in an attempt to help them, just like the Thanatists would, or like Andrea Yates did. Even if you're an amazing, generous, kind, loving person, a flawed method of getting to truth will probably eventually lead you to harm others, especially the people that you care about. What you believe and why matters, because your beliefs inform your actions. That's why epistemology is important, and not just for people who study philosophy. So you should ask yourself, do I have a good, reliable, demonstrably accurate way of getting to truth? Andrea Yates believed what she believed because she didn't require reason and evidence to accept things as true. You, for the sake of yourself and everyone else, should require reason and evidence to believe the things that you believe. Don't make the same mistake that Andrea Yates did. Alright, this was a bit of a heavy episode, and I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to express how important it is to have sound epistemology. Be skeptical, investigate, make sure you believe things for good reasons that can't also be used to easily justify belief in something that's false or harmful. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.